What's up, guys? It's Noblehawk, and today we're going to be doing a kit review. This is everything that I bring to a open play or a milsim-like game. My definition of a milsim-like game is a game that is about 8 to 12 hours long with breaks in between to get water and get extra ammo and stuff like that. So that's what I normally bring. I am looking at expanding out into other games, but currently there are no games as it is the winter. So this is what I bring to an open play to keep my skills sharp. So we're going to start on the back panel and work our way to the front. So in this outermost panel, I like to keep a little first aid kit. Nothing like no life-threatening equipment is in there, so there's no tourniquets, chest seals, CPR masks, any of that. I like to keep those where I can readily access them if needed. Because this is on my back, it's much more difficult to get to one-handed or two-handed. It takes an extra minute, which in a life-threatening scenario, seconds count. So, moving on from that, I have a little book. This just has what to do for different emergencies. Some life-threatening, some not. Just in case there's something I don't know right off the top of my head, or it's an injury that I don't have to deal with. So I keep one of these with me when I play. I also, in that pocket, like to keep a multi-tool. This just allows me to cut things, break things. If I'm at, if I just got something new and I forgot to take a tag off or whatever, I can cut it. I also have another one that we'll talk about later. So that is everything that goes in this little pocket on the back. Then, as we move up, you'll see this. This is a small little pouch that's really good for housing smoke grenades, as it allows me to have them accessible one-handed. So I can pop that, grab it, pull it, throw it. I keep this one on my back for buddies, or in a scenario where we're defending a position for a long time under assault. We can use the smoke grenades to cover positions, continue a retreat, or if we're engaging a team and reinforcements are on the way and they're coming from a different angle, pulling a smoke to mark our position so that we don't get hit is valuable. So we're going to move on into the main center pouch on my back plate. First thing I put in is paracord. This is 50 feet of paracord. I don't really normally use it, but it's nice to have in case I do. I also keep 4 expo markers in my bag. These are for maps, as any game I go to, if there's a map online available, I'll print it out, laminate it, and then I can use it to mark up like drawings. I can mark our position, a known enemy objective, and stuff like that, and I can kind of keep it fluid. So I like having those on me to adjust things, or in downtime where we're strategizing, I can talk with other team leads or whatever. I like having that. I also like having a second multi-tool. This one, it's a bit bigger. It's a bit better for grabbing things and everything. It also has a bit longer knife, so if I need to cut something, this is the one I want. But I do like having the smaller one. I also, because I am a filmer, I have my hard case with 4 micro SD cards. I like keeping that in there so I can plug them into my camera. I am hopefully getting a scope mount, so there's a barrel cam so you guys can see that. That will allow me to have extra batteries for that. I also keep 2 Cliff Bars in there. These are chocolate brownie, my favorite type of Cliff Bar, for a little protein snack, simply because they're nice to have. Normally I can come off the field, but some of the fields especially Sector 7, there's been talk that they might add a 12-hour milsim, no stoppages for food and water. So I want to, if my squad decides that we're going to stay out as long as possible, having that little bit of extra food in a downtime lull to have pick me up, energize me, is not bad. In that scenario, where we go to one of those, I would probably also put a hydration bladder in the back of this. I normally don't carry one if there's stoppages for water, as I don't see it necessary to carry that extra weight. So with that, that is my back panel. As we move on to the front, we pass the shoulder blades, the shoulder pads, which on my left-hand side, I carry a hit rag. So this just pulls out. It's attached inside, so I can't lose it because I've done that before. It's just a nice, decently sized red square piece of fabric that just marks that I'm dead. And then it can just get all shoved back up in here. Doesn't take too long, so I can get right back into the fight. Then, on my right hand, I carry a Rudiment Arms hit stick. This just allows it to get, when I get hit, them to flip it over, and Velcro it, marking that I've been hit once. I prefer this to having an ace bandage that I have to worry about, and if I get hit multiple times, the ace bandage slowly starts to get worn away and isn't as sticky. And it's just a recurring thing that I have to keep getting. And as I play more and more Airsoft, I think it's nice just to have one thing that I don't have to worry about. Then, as we come up past that, we have this admin pouch, where I typically will either keep my phone and a map of the area. It's not that big, it's about the length of my hand. That just allows me to keep a map and my phone, as I mentioned earlier, because we'll run different maps or different apps that allow me to check where my team is, where the whole of our team is, how we're doing on points, gives me new mission objectives and stuff like that, so I like having my phone readily accessible. Then as we move down, we hit my ammo. I carry 6 magazines, 2 deep, 3 wide, so that it's a decent mixture between, it allows me to carry 6 here, and then in my side I have an extra 6 I could carry, but the fields that I play at only allow 7 magazines per rifleman. So I can put the magazine that would go in my gun in here while I'm staging, so I don't have to worry about holding it. Then we move down to this little fanny pack thing. This is where I keep medical and emergency medical, primarily. So, as I am CPR certified, I keep a CPR mask with a one-way valve pre-installed on it. So that's one less thing I have to worry about if I have to perform CPR. Then I have a Live the Creed pocket medical kit. It folds out like this. It has tourniquets, chest seals. I added a CPR mask to it. Not for Airsoft, because typically I'll keep this in a pocket somewhere or in a car. So I have ready access to this in my daily life. But as I go onto the Airsoft field, I found this main pocket is a great place to keep it. So then I seal this up, and I make sure the 2 zippers are in front, so no matter what, I know I can grab it with either hand and I can pull it open, allowing me to get access to it. Then, as we move in to the next pocket on it, this one is nice and small, and that's where I prefer to keep my medical card. This has my name, date of birth, and other information that would be useful to EMTs or someone responding to know if I have asthma, other medical ailments, and what medications I have. Then I have this really small pocket that I found is great to hold a pair of small latex-free gloves. So I have a pair of gloves if someone's bleeding and I need to apply pressure or whatever. That just allows me to have them so my hands don't get dirty, I don't infect them. I have a nice clean pair of gloves. So that is what I run on my chest. And then I have my belt set up. This, I prefer to carry everything on my chest for weight distribution and other things. It just saves me the energy of having to make sure constantly that things aren't jiggling around and there's less snag points if my belt is nice and minimal. So that's why I only run 3 things on it. First thing are a pair of gloves. I like to have a pair of gloves if I have to use a smoke or what have you, in case I pull it and it gets hot. That just protects my hands if I'm running with it or any of that. And also, I think it just looks cool on the belt. Then, as we go to the back, this is where I keep my primary smoke. This is just on my back so I can grab it with my left hand quickly and pull it with my right and throw it. It just saves time and energy if it's always in that one spot. Then we move on to this side. This is where I have my holster. It is just a fabric-based holster. There is no Kydex in it. That allows me to just use any pistol I want in here, which I prefer as I am looking at getting a new pistol. So that allows me to switch between my old pistol or my hopefully new pistol without having to switch holsters and all of that. So that is what I run at a typical milsim event. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe. And if you see anything in this video that you think someone else might enjoy, please make sure to share it to them. See you guys in the next video. Have a great day. See you out in the field. Bye.